Hey ho, welcome everyone. The freezing of the volcano, finally here. The first add-on, the first major content DLC for Anno 117, Pax Romana, really great. We are live on Twitch on release night on April 30th. Hello to the ladies and gentlemen on YouTube. There was already a 6-part YouTube series, a preview series for the freezing of the volcano and the save game we created there. That's what I'm continuing to play now. I've been going back and forth about it on YouTube. This now also belongs to the Anno Relaxed series, which means our really long, endless series. But from there, we just jumped straight into the DLC and set off for the Volcano Island. And I'm having a bit of trouble figuring out how to number the whole thing on YouTube, whether I should use the Anno Relaxed sequence number or the one from Volcano Island. For now, I've decided to go with that for a while. At least for today, while we're playing together here for a few hours, I'll use the Volcano Island thumbnails and the Volcano Island episode numbering, and then we'll see how things go from there. Yeah, I'm really glad that it's finally here. For those of you who don't remember exactly what's included in Volcano Island, I'll quickly go over it. On a big island, there's digging going on, and the developer says it's the biggest one yet. That's the island in terms of size. From Anno, it would have the largest buildable area, 15% larger than the buildable area at Crown Falls, according to the Anno developers. This is that volcanic island, shaped by the volcano it was named after. It has volcanic phases. Most of the time everything is calm, but then every now and then it goes through 4 phases. First, there's a phase of tremors, then a phase of eruption, followed by a volcanic winter. A blooming phase, in which the expelled ash clouds increase the fertility of the farmland fields. The whole thing is a rhythm. There is always damage, and afterwards there are benefits again, sometimes for quarries and mines, and sometimes for agriculture. And then that is followed by a phase of prosperity. And during the time when a new eruption always comes, then the deposits of a certain new resource, namely obsidian, this black volcanic glass, are replenished again. You can find it in small chunks on the map. And besides, it's also added in small amounts at the volcano, the mines, and I think also at the clay deposits and the other pits. And the next time the volcano erupts, it will be refilled again. If I'm correctly informed, though, it's only here on the Volcano Island and not on another one. But I have to admit, I don't remember that perfectly right now. And then there's a new NPC character on the island, that's Cecilia. Cecilia, as an NPC character, only does trades, not with gold, but with obsidian. Chat says it's on all islands. Thanks, Anshay. Trades only with obsidian. In return, she mainly sells you experts that you can station here. Administrative buildings that provide various bonuses on the island, and sometimes even add new fertilities to the island that wouldn't normally be available. That's of course very, very practical and a strong motivation to do it. You can deactivate the whole thing at any time, meaning you can disable these 4 volcano cycles. But then you also deactivate the production of obsidian, and you no longer have anything you can trade with Cecilia. You can turn this game feature on and off at any time. You can do it before you start, before you enable the DLC, before starting a game. In between, it's always possible. Yes. Now. Akira is discussing in the chat that obsidian has a high silica content, more than 70% silicon dioxide, like that. And besides, there's iron oxide in it, and that would cause black, brown, and dark green coloration effects. Then there are 2 new products that we've unlocked here on the volcanic island, and we need obsidian for both of them. One of them is little figurines, little household god figurines that you can make, and the other is a kind of board game. It's called Latranzuli or Latranzuli. And you can make these 2 products for Equitus and Patricia, the statuettes for Equitus and the Latranzuli sets for Patricia. And these are needs that you don't have to fulfill, but you can fulfill them. That means you won't be excluded if you're not interested in obsidian and volcanoes. Speaking of volcanoes, and with that I'll finish my little introduction. There's also a new god on the island, and that's Volcanus. We can worship him here on the island and unlock various benefits, especially for crafting. Let's take a look at everything together. So now we're moving around here. And let's take a look at what we built last time. This is what the island we created looks like. This is the small part up front that we've already set up. Shout out to DJ Culture, thanks for the 9th sub, good evening. We still have plenty of space left. Many people, many Anno fans have expressed a lot of skepticism about, oh god, up here in the front. A plague. Do we have... I'll take a quick look. Is the music too loud or is it okay? I think it's okay, right? Yeah. I'll check in the menu. If we have mini keys nearby. Yes, one back there, one up front, one there. That should actually be enough if you click on it. It comes up to here. And they come up to here. It should work. People are already on their way. Then let's not let that scare us. A lot of people have doubted a bit whether the island is really that huge. At least the buildable part, I took a good look at it before the stream started. And I now believe that this skepticism comes from the fact that these areas that can be built on are sometimes very hard to reach. You have to take long routes to get there. If you take a look here, for example, there's a big mountain in the middle. And here you can build this high. You can build up here. You can also build up here on the sides. Then there's also a tiny little area here where you can build. Look here. It goes up to here, tiny little. Super picturesque. For example, you can also go up here to the higher level. You can build everywhere here too. You can build across here. Now the question is how far? I think up to here, not any farther. Exactly. And on the left side it goes up to here. Here far out and here up to this area in the front. That means it's all a bit winding and broken up. And I guess that's where the impression comes from when some people say, hey, we thought the island was bigger. Alright. Yeah, Jetto Spaces writes there was still room at the top to make more of the area buildable. It seems the developers intentionally chose not to include that. I think we had set it so that the needs for the characters were turned off. For the residents, that's what I mean. Household items, amphorae. Sandalwood soap? Have we even unlocked them yet so we can build them? Unfortunately, I have to get back into the save game. Here come the figures. And we have 2 excellent gates. Which we built a bit outside, I think. Where are they? 2 are on the island? Ah, we built them up ahead. Okay, that means we make them ourselves. Okay. That should all be set up correctly. And that's a need for the equities, among other things. They live here. And now let's take a look. I'd like to block that. I'd like to follow the tip up here and temporarily suspend supplies to the population. There are the figures. We've already done that. We've paused supplies. We did that right. How many little figures do we have now?
Salve, Praetor.
Can we unload things? High-Tech received the Anno 117 soundtrack on vinyl today. How nice is that? Very romantic. 1 vinyl, please. Let's see if we already have any figures. $20 pieces. Then we'll take one of our little ships. For example, the Swan. We'll put 9 figures in there. Swan, take them to Cecilia's harbour. Then I would also resume supplying the population. We'll grab the ship, and now I have to check again where Cecilia was. All the way to the left, right? I think she's in the west. Up there. To the harbour? Yes. That's one of our own ships. We're bringing it back. And we'll bring it up here to the front so we can transport a lot from here. That's the Goethe-Holt. Let's see what building materials we have up here. Whether we might need to make some adjustments. But everything looks very good. You can see it behind me. Marble, mosaics, that's new, that comes much later. We have a huge amount of coal. We also have plenty of stones, concrete as well. Let's take a look at which roads we have here. Are we going to improve the roads? Besides cobblestone roads? Oh right, we can also do that using the upgrade function. We can't improve roads? Why can't I improve the roads? Because we need 3 units of concrete for that. We have 260 now, so actually, upgrading a piece of road here should be possible, but it works after all. There are just no arrows. Alright. Then let's do all of this down here. A stretch of main road. I've turned them into the really fancy ones now. I didn't mean to do that. I made a few boulevards here. But that's not a big deal. But like this. It's up there. That one too, please. But that was... Hello, Rico? Rico is asking if I know whether the DLC is also available to buy separately on Steam, because you only find a bundle there. I don't know about Steam. I assume it's also available to buy separately on Ubisoft Connect, so I'd be surprised if it wasn't, but unfortunately I don't know for sure. I haven't looked into that topic. Maybe others can answer that for you. Kira says you can use the Alt key to upgrade several streets at once. I don't want to do that. But thanks for the tip. Shari says that at Ubisoft you can buy the DLC individually, not on Steam. There it's only available in a bundle as part of the Season Pass, and that's known, so it's not a mistake. Thanks to Shari for the information. So, he should have arrived up front with the little boat by now. Click on it once. The quest objective is to hand over the Obsidian figures.
And you have done so much for your people. More than some emperors, yes. Kaiser. Anyone who settles here on the mountain notices your diligence. Many come. There are Pythagoreans, Stoics, farmers. Each one is a master of their craft. Come to my harbor if you want to meet them. Bring your Obsidian with you. Some of them will be willing to serve you. For the chance to study Obsidian.
That means we can get ourselves some specialists. I think my volume is a bit too low, right? I'll turn it up a bit louder in the background. Oops. This speech volume is already at 100%. Should I turn up the volume more? Let me know in the chat. Regarding the music? Wow, the Twitch viewers often want it louder than the YouTube viewers. That's my observation. So the chat thinks the music is best the way it is right now. That's the view of Cecilia's refuge. I've decided to pronounce everything with a C. For me, the island is called Sinis, and she is called Cecilia. The correct way would probably be Kinis and Cecilia, but at least I have to pronounce it more consistently, and no one expects me to say Cecilia. That's why I'll stick with the C. The game already looks delicious. Chat says it all looks like Tuscany. Also very pretty. Wow. Cool. Insane. One more. It's got something to it. Really nice. I'm as excited as always. What's up there on the top of the mountain? Scattered little trees? Just a few trees. 5 of them? 6? You can get great photos here, right? And even closer. But then... Yes. No, yes. So how does that look? Wow. Delicious. I'm absolutely thrilled. Unbelievable. Really cool. Everything is very, very beautiful. And we are actually at Sinis at the beginning of the settlement. How much obsidian do we have in stock? I'll use Salve, Praetor. The gods won't even take us. For all business up here with Cecilia, I'll send our flagship up here solo. We can take some stones with us again. Concrete. Moving on. Moving on. So, should we keep building here now? You should hire a specialist. We might have to pause the production of figurines for a bit, right? How much obsidian do we have? How much obsidian do we have? 0. I can't trade like that either. We'll stop the production of figurines for now. Where was that again? Here, right?
These materials. When do they materialize?
Both stopped.
Nutzen und etwas lesen.
And now, can we still pick up some obsidian somewhere? I don't think so. We need to build more mines to get new obsidian. Let's see what else our people need in terms of supplies now. The Liberty are completely happy and have everything. Let's check the statistics. So everything looks good. Green bar supply bar is longer than the white demand bar. Where there is no green supply bar at all, we either deliberately leave it alone or have it imported. But we keep a decent buffer on water. Arrow, thank you for the 63rd subscription. Greetings to Arrow. Thank you. Now the question is, what do we do next? More of everything? The Equitas? I don't even know exactly what we're already producing. Let's take a look. I think they get wine. Yeah, the winemaker is there. They have to get cheese delivered. Cheese brings more population, more money. I'm afraid I have to check again. Did we have a cheese import? Yes. Cheese will be delivered. We already set that up. Great. Then the aqueduct is there. The theater is also there. Togas. Are togas being imported? Or like the Chinese once did? No, we only import glass. And cheese. Okay. We could make togas. They would give us more population and more prestige. We could build a villa already. We haven't even built a villa yet. Shame on us. Bon Sleepy, 50th sub. Very cool. Thank you. Nice round milestone. Bon Sleepy is also in a celebratory mood, I noticed. Thank you. Let's see if we can place a villa. We'll handle the togas first, then build the villa. And the togas are being delivered. I have to check again where they're being delivered from, where the togas are produced. I think they're produced here. 2 toga producers. And the togas are being forwarded to Ususkovus. Office, enter your ROMs. Office. That means we'll see if Bullenweed, together with Flussus Covus, Trevorum and Zinnes, also produces enough togas, or if we need to add more togas. You see, it's clearly not enough. If I take Zinnes out, it's still not enough. We urgently need to provide more togas, but properly. Matze wants to see the volcano in the mountain just for you. Look over there. There is the volcano. Especially for Matze, the volcano just for you. Take a look. Owen us in the chat. Until next time. I can't get any closer. Maybe it's better that way. Alright, we need to get more togas. Something's going on up here. Defense pact. No. Celebration. Awaiting your instructions. No. A decision, honor. So now we need more togas up here in Bullenweed. Yes. We need snails for that. Those in turn are supplied by snails, or dyes are delivered. Why? Snails were delivered by Remless and Aromas. Not yet. By Trevorum. No. By... Do you see where they come from? Poperschnecken come from here, from Klein Remus. I could be searching for a long time. That means this is Bullenweed Klein Remus. Let's rename it. I don't want that, I just want to rename it. There was already a Bullenweed Remus. Why don't I just put it in there? That's the second one. Remus is down here. Now let's see if enough Murex snails are being made at the moment. Agricultural goods. Murex snails. For all islands. That's enough, it was clear.
Oh no.
An incident. We need to find 6 citizens. I don't like that. And not another river crocus again.
Schont sein Pferd nicht.
Cohorts on site. Ready.
Where are the 6 citizens?
Mit Pfeile. Citizens of the future.
There's one... We'll distribute the others for now. Do you see any more?
Cohorts on site.
This way, please. That's 2. Here, we're going to search up front. Well, I personally don't need these mini-games. I'll be honest about that.
Citizens of the future, unite. March or die.
We can still find some up ahead. Dirty Space writes, I don't really need anything that would disrupt my game. Actually, that would throw me off. We found leaks.
Cohorts on site.
Once again over here. And find this one. Zorn. There's still some left. Do you see any more? Stab. There's still some left.
Help is on the way.
There are some.
Citizens of the future, unite.
That can slowly start again, exactly.
March or perish. Information.
We have an 11th one. Perfectus. Stump fights well. Cohorts on site. We have almost all of them. 40 out of 45. Guido thinks this is a bit annoying too. Now we've got them all. We'll send him back. We have a little delicate matter. Why did it break out here? At the sanctuary? Strange. Can we actually make Volcanus a god up here already? The plague is over. Do we have a sanctuary? Yes, no patron deity. One Vulcan, please. There he is, Volcanus, the man with the hammer. Looks like the fantasy of a proletarian athlete, a proletarian demigod from the perpetrator. Deep down, where the flames that created the world are, Volcanus works in his forge. His coloclasty descend ever deeper, hoping to hear the echo of his divine hammer. And he gives us a bonus as well. Residential buildings provide more workforce globally and locally on the island. All kinds of goods are produced in greater quantities, including obsidian. Well, unfortunately not, right? Not that, but everything else. I actually find that quite practical. Let's start with that. Oops, I need to click those below. The level is rising quickly here. Everywhere we have 10% more productivity. On everything that's on the left here. Very nice. Thank you for watching. Alright. Hello Matsu, can I briefly explain what it adds? What, seriously and not as a joke? I just did that. So then... Neptune's ship is ready. Once it picks up the goods, we can deliver goods again. Let's see if we can load Obsidian on board this time. Or if that's all there is. 3 Obsidian, that won't be enough. We'll have to wait until we have more. We can go over and check how much obsidian you basically need. Or can we look that up here on site with the swan? Occasus takes care of us. Barter trade, Boars Brown, that's what you need for it. 30 for 75. So these are bonuses for the production of grapes, of sturgeon, of dye plants, and of barley. But I think you can only do all of those there. That doesn't unlock any new fertilities yet. That only improves existing goods. We don't need any of that at the moment. We definitely need to have 30 so that we can make progress in the quest at all. We'll have to wait a while.
Festina lente.
So we wanted to make sure we have virtue.
Hello, Retro!
Exactly. Boost virtue production up here.
We await your command.
A few too many ships are idle. I'll send them somewhere else. Time flies.
And so do we.
And we realized we needed more purple. On Ramus? The Festival of Joy is taking place here right now. This up here is the snail farm. Yes. We need more of those. Let's make a copy. We have building materials for that. We can also do it here on the left.
Once. Twice. Three times.
Build a road.
Ist krank.
Oh. Now we have to change something here. Both of them. One over there on the left. Now down the street.
Yes.
Now this way. Yes, down here. Is that possible? Yes, it is. And along the footbridge. Everything is connected. We'll place it a bit more in the center. It doesn't work here. I might even... No, that's fine. Everything's okay. It should actually work. Let's take a look at how this looks here. So these are the purple snail farm, and these up front are the mineral grinders. Mm-hmm. These are the doubled productions of purple. Is that enough? Maybe not yet. I'd rather build 2 more just in case, because I don't think many people work there. Plus 16. Patricia, 113. One more. And that's 7 farmers. Is that a road connection? Looks like it. Galmesh. Thanks for the 7th sub. Shout out to Galmesh. Thank you. That's a road connection. It's not pretty, but it works. You can turn this into a path here, and you can place even more here later. There. Matza writes, I think it's great that the Volcano Island was integrated into the existing game. Yes, that's actually pretty common. Even in the Anno series, it was the same with Manola, which I also thought was really cool. Nachtstern and Alyosha Peters, 2 new subscribers. Nachtstern for the 53rd time, and Alyosha Peters for the 15th time. Thank you both. Thanks also to XXL for gifting a subscription. Thank you, Pyro. Thank you, XXL. But that really should be enough now. And the Poopo will then be brought over here to the front. We're awaiting your command. This is actually the Poopo ship. We might even need to fill 2 slots. How much Poopo is here? Did we take all the Poopo? No? That means we have to expand this trade route here. Yes. And can I influence it? No. We'll display the trade route and load Poopo Schnecken again. Yes. Unload again. Yes, yes. I'm considering if we should do it 3 times. Because the distance is quite short, yes. Maybe that's already enough. Shall we just try again? I'll do it again. So then back to the front here. Now we're moving on to toga production. We have 2 looms here. Production time, processing time, 1 minute. Exactly, you can also start right on the volcanic island. Dragon Raid writes, you think that's cool because it always annoyed you in Anno 1800 how long it takes to unlock Cap Trelawney and settle the big island there. I agree, I think that's good too. Loom? 1 minute of production time, we have 2. 2 for twice the production time, twice as many weavers, it works. 32. There's a bottleneck, we need more flux. And if we double the toga production, let's say, can we afford that? Can we afford that? Yes, that's possible. Then let's consider that the toga production has a RIA income bonus. That means we should set it up so that those in front here also benefit from it? Yes. So zum Beispiel. That's the idea, we need it. Yes, yes, yes. We can build 2 of them, 1 here and 1 there. Or we could say we'll expand it ourselves to the small village here on the left. But for me, that wouldn't really be necessary. That's all village too. I place 1 in front and another on the left. Everyone, put 1 here temporarily. I'll move it in a moment. Don't be alarmed. Put 1 here. Put 1 in here. One for toga production. Do we have a warehouse nearby? Oh, the warehouse is going to be tricky. The warehouse is back here. Oh la la. Do we have one up front here that's closer? There's one back there. Could use that one too. Let's put that one here. Let's lay a stretch of road here. Yes. Now it's probably using this up here. Togas, then more togas. And this area here is covered now. Now we're covering the area up front. And go. Where to? These are all shops. Come here and make better roads? Oh. You can put it even closer. Very nice. A road up to here. Well, now everything is well supplied. Great. And now for further supply, there's more to come. And now we need dye workshops. They don't have a neighborhood area? It doesn't matter where they go. Where are they now? Over there. Should we put more next to them? 4 of them? Yes, let's put 4 more. Could we put the other 4 right next to these? We could do that. Right near a warehouse. Once. Twice. We'll remove one. Copy. 1 to the side. 2 to the side. Set the fields back up. And another oat field. Great. Jason chimes in, why isn't there a Heroes of Might and Magic Olden Era stream today? Because another DLC is being released today as well. 2 Ubisoft games are being released on the same day. That means I have spoiled for choice and have to pick one, and I chose Anno. There will be Heroes again tomorrow.